guys, we got another FOIA request that came back. Got some video this time. We're getting shown here why OJM is driving dump truck. Let's just put it that way.
F68 Zigo, you the man. Hey, butthead.
Huh?
You the man.
Me the man?
On one. Ready?
390. 390. Let's go.
We just doxed OJM, dang it, yeah. Yeah, I can see how they could drive one to, start driving dump truck, get his ego back. I think I'll go quad now. Dang your cocks. Well, howdy-ho there, partners. Welcome to this Saturday morning's Hot Tub Troll Show. We're gonna have some fun this Saturday morning. See, the thing is, this morning I went over to this channel to take a look at this video. See how it was doing for Mr. Urban Disciple. See how many hits he was getting in, right? Seeing how it was doing for him. See if anybody left a comment. And I go, oh, well there's Miss Glittery Stalkers. She looks like she's doing great. Happy Native American Day, right? I go, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and just take a look and see if she's done any new videos about Mr. Cox, right? This is what I do every once in a while. Oh, not even subscribed. There you go. All this stalking and being unsubscribed. Okay. Here you go. We got one from yesterday that I started watching, right? All right. We're going to get into this a little bit more. Let's go through this real quick. There you got, I think a few of these are about me. Sexual predators, premeditated, right? Domestic terrorists. Yep, using my picture. See, get some stuff in there. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not from Colorado. Okay? Okay. Alright. Yeah. Aaron Cox in the title. Right? All this other fun stuff. Okay, let's go back here. Here we go. We're gonna go ahead and give this a listen to. Make sure it's the right spot there. Oh, here, let's go all the way back here. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Isn't that a great picture of the Cox? Been out in the woods for like a month fishing, right? Probably hadn't had a bath in a few days, a shower. Isn't that a great picture of me? Right there, right at the beginning. Right there at the beginning. What, did I give permission to use that picture? No, I didn't. Okay. Let's go over here because she gives some commentary, finally, right? And I know that the reason why some of these guys put the crazy shit like they do right here with these comments in UD's chat, right? And he's cool with it. I think the reason why they do that is so I retort back, right? And then they use that, just like in this video, they use that to keep the bullshit going, right? But there's not a lot of refuting going on back and forth in this video. It's mirror until about 8 minutes, and then she gives a little bit of commentary. That's what we're gonna cover here today in our Saturday morning Tub Troll show on the 27th of November. See, that's how you lay a timestamp for people that don't know how to use timestamps, right? Like Fellowmon, right? Making videos, showing chat rooms from a freaking year ago, but trying to make it look like it's currently happening, right? It's currently happening. Miss Glittery Stalkers, same thing. Oh, he's stalking me. Not even subscribed to the channel, okay? We're gonna get into it more. Here we go. Gotta probably turn this up a little bit. Oh yeah, like this one right here, okay? Mind you, this is all from today, right?
Notice how he didn't finish explaining the other comment that I said on what the word...
See, that's what they need. These are what trolls and state actors need, is for you to find their comments talking shit, and then they take your comments and your reaction, your retort, and they twist it even further, okay? So she's saying that I didn't read this whole, and it's back there a few minutes, this whole comment about, you know, the code of brown children and so forth. You guys, I didn't even know what the code hot dog was until I watched Urban Disciples channel about a year ago. Right, the code, right? So when you look at the AVC code, right, it doesn't have anything to do with kids or trafficking, pedophilia. Okay, I'm not involved with that. Hashtag motorboating, hashtag older women, okay? Been saying that for a long time. But for some reason, see, these guys aren't watching my channel to get it right. Right? They're just running some type of a narrative here. And we're gonna catch it right here, the biggest part of it.
means, which he's referring to brown children, totally skips through that. He puts music of these DJ females and talks about whether there might be a female or a male, which they look like a male to me, but he probably doesn't realize that he's still a closeted pedophile, so he needs to skip.
Interesting. A closeted pedophile, which I'm not, okay? And I think we need to back this up real quick.
A female or a male, which they look like a male to me, but he probably doesn't.
There's your auto hoaxer coming through from Fellowmon, the influence from Fellowmon, without doing the hand. Okay, there's a hand analysis. There's an Adam's apple analysis. There's a broad shoulder analysis that you can do to determine whether or not you are watching a male or female DJ. This auto hoaxer here, let's go through this.
That he's still a closeted pedophile, so he needs to skip through what I completely said, and he won't.
See, there's some things I know not to say with my voice because that's what they're looking for, so they can take it and rearrange it, or just take a little clip and so they can, you know, pronounce it out of context, right? So there's some things, yeah, that I won't read. So let's go through this, okay? I think I need to go back up one more time. What is this with?
It's music of these DJ females and talks about whether there might be a female or a male, which they look like a male to me, but he probably doesn't realize that he's still a closeted pedophile, so.
Whoa. What does transgenders in spotting that, like you, Miss Manhands, okay? Glittery Stalkers, Miss Manhands. What is the difference between trying to spot a transvestite and a pedophile? What's the big difference? You know, these men or women on the screen here don't look like children. So she's saying I've got some closeted thing that I'm not coming out with because I just called out a couple of trannies? I mean, I don't get this type of logic because I'm not a sick, demonic bitch, probably a state actor sent to try to destroy people.
so let me ask you, why you got a personal issue with Canadians?
Because they're pussies.
Well, what about Polacks?
I don't know about them. But anyways, they damn pussy Canadians think they're gonna take over the internet and start a revolution.
Wait a second. But didn't Carmen already blame Canada for everything?
If Canada was able to do shit, they already would.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Let's keep going.
He needs to skip through what I completely said, and he won't go back to it because, you know,
It's anything that I see. It pissed her off that one little part I didn't read out because they need to try to take it and use it for their advantage out of context. That's why I made that one video a long time ago that everybody fell him on. Just says, "Oh, Cox, you're so destroyed by your own words." No, that's what everyone else was saying. I repeated it, and no one really wants to know my side. They just want to say, "Oh, Cox is destroyed. He's got to go away," right? And hey, still making videos. There you go. Don't make a video.
Denying what he is, it's like cursing
Denying-
himself, so he can't say.
Whoa, denying. See, I listened to this once this morning already. Denying what I am. I'm a white American male, raised from great parents, one being an immigrant, legally, okay, Miss Glittery Stalkers, okay, check this out. Legally immigrated, okay, with children from the Netherlands, okay. My dad was first generation Sicilian, okay, first generation American Sicilian, all right. Once again, his family came over legally, okay. From there, no one really knows what Mr. Cox is because I don't really reveal much on the internet, right? I don't. That's why scumbags like demonic Miss Glittery Stalkers here has to try to tell you what Mr. Cox is, right? A state actor. This is good. We're gonna get into some
And
good
he
stuff
won't go
here.
back to it because, you know,
Won't go back
by
to it.
him denying what he is,
Wow.
it's like cursing himself, so he can't say it himself. He can't explain that he's not that. He'll just skip through it.
I've actually addressed it many times, and that's why people like the not so crazy lady, right? Say she doesn't watch my channel, but probably does every once in a while. There's a little catch up, but she's not going to correct the record when I correct her mistakes. Okay, a few other people, they're not going to correct the record when I correct the mistakes. They're, you know, their best advantage, like Malibra, right? It's got to say that she doesn't watch my channel, so she can just go on and spew her bullshit too. See, for some reason, all of these people have something in common, right? The same narrative in a sense, right? Not so crazy lady, Miss Glittery Stalkers, and whoever the heck else I just mentioned. See, that's how much I really do care about all these people that are trying to run a narrative on Mr. Cox, label me something that is entertaining for people to get clicks on. See, that's what this is a state actor dictatorship to try to get clicks and views.
Oh yeah, I agree with this. Yeah. Still opinion. Canadians still opinion. You're gonna see a lot of them.
Yeah, one in Orange County too.
That's why I put that, right? Okay. The doxing. Really, the heavy hardcore doxing.
I'm making tea, by the way.
Stop saying, I'm not spreading no narrative. That's like some sort of sport sharks, like double conundrum narrative, negative. And I am speaking on what I honestly, oh jeez, oh man.
Hey, Miss Glittery Stalkers, as you're re-listening to this, why aren't you kind of giving commentary more often on this fair use video, right? We're gonna try to make fair use. why don't you give more commentary? I mean, is everything else off the script besides calling people like racist pedophiles? Is that what your thing is? You just have no other ideas, originality, or creativity in your pea brain besides what people are telling you to say and what to call Mr. Cox, right? You got no other commentary? I think there's a little more coming up here that we're gonna be able to debunk, because anytime this poor girl speaks, she incriminates herself, right? Anyway.
You guys got me busted. I'm in contact with
Make it
Kelly
speak.
tonight. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I should have turned off all my notifications. Good thing she gave me permission to use her in my videos. Isn't that great? Okay. Moving on. Double negative narrative. I am speaking on what I honestly think of Aaron. For 3 years, he's been stalking my ex, my stepdad, myself, and he threatens me online by using my birthday. No, I did an episode 429, and that was...
Notice she didn't stop and give any commentary there. It says, here's the proof of Mr. Cox stalking my family. Here's the proof of Mr. Cox doing anything to me at all. Right? Showing it. I'll be showing it. Right? We'll be showing it.
A bit of, this morning, I was going to actually wait for a while for that show, but I decided, let's just do it this morning. Let's just drop this. And, I had episode 429 in there. And actually, I didn't even think of Miss Glittery.
Okay, so many of you who watch this channel may have seen the episode 429. That was the first time I ever decided to try to put a 429 in my title, just to kind of mess with UD a little bit. And I admitted it, talked to him about it. That was the first time I've ever used the 429. Not that it's illegal or anything, okay? Again, I didn't know Miss Glittery Stalker's birthday was 429 until UD said something recently about it. I had no idea because I did not get Miss Glittery Stalker's ID. Okay? Which is really interesting because she's gonna keep spinning it that I did, but once again, won't show you the proof. She's gonna say here in a minute that my main channel that I had, all of these videos had 429 in it. All of these videos, right? Convenient enough that that channel is gone. We're gonna hear her spin the narrative on what she wants you to believe, right? And that I did a whole bunch of videos titled 429 in there, which I didn't, but hey, convenient that the channel is gone that you can say that without any proof. Let's keep going.
Birthday until she said that. I don't have her.
And this is the reason why he deleted his original channel, or I don't know what he did with it. It doesn't show, but he did.
I did videos on this channel, the current one that I'm using now. There's 2 videos there from a while back showing that Eric Spitfire struck one of, well, you can't prove that it was Eric Spitfire, but somebody struck an Eric Spitfire video for bullying. That was my second strike. And my third strike was for medical misinformation about me. And I've said this how many times, guys? My third strike was for medical information because I published a press conference from Hawaii, and a predominant lawyer there that's from Hawaii that started a class action lawsuit against, I don't know who it was, but against either Pfizer or whatever, for deaths pertaining to the vaccination, right? And it was like a 2-minute mirror of a press conference where this lawyer was announcing that he was going to start a class action lawsuit for people that have died from the vaccination. And that's what took my channel down. Let's go ahead and just show you that real quick. Okay, so here's a screenshot of a few channels that I have. This is the one right here about, that was my main, right here. See where it says, this action isn't allowed to tap onto that channel. That was my main channel that YouTube put on private, okay? So, to the racist police that Mr. Glittery Stalkers calls racist police and so forth in government, when you go to investigate this case, just know, right, when you go to look for all the 429 titles in that main channel, with which there isn't a single one, okay, out of the 1,500 videos, when you go there to go look for that, all right, just know you're wasting your time, okay, and YouTube locked it down. The videos are on private, okay, and that's what they do, instead of the channel completely just being gone, right? Because they want the channel there for law enforcement, because that's what the YouTube platform is a tool for law enforcement to police you, and they need to have all these maybe illegal aliens and criminals, right, to be there as state actors to try to dox you out, keep your name and titles and using your pictures and calling you nasty names when you call out the FBI's dirty boss. See, that this is the way it works. When you sit in the hot tub and you call out their dirty boss, all right, and tell anybody that's sitting there watching your Saturday morning tub troll show that if they're there to be paid to watch your tub troll show, right, that they should quit their job and turn in their dirty boss, because they're probably all covering up for the murder of Lavoy Finicum. And that's the way the YouTube platform works. They do the crime, we do the time, right, for it. They do the time to gaslight people into becoming extremists, like murdering ranchers, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're posting, not me, right? Somebody else might be posting on a cue board, right? I didn't ever do that. And then all of a sudden, they're the extremists, and then they're the ones doing the time. See how YouTube uses their platform for policing opportunities, right? We're gonna go ahead and pause. I'll show you something else. All right, I was gonna go ahead and try to show the two videos where I did when I got strikes on my main channel, and I usually do that. Anytime I get a like a fault strike or something like that, I document it. So I've got videos there. It's on this main channel now, and you can go back and see them. Okay. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and play the rest of the commentary here, and then I gotta get going because I'm a little bit busier than playing Lincoln Logs and La La Land with Miss Glittery Stalkers. All right, let's just keep going. Yeah, I tried to actually show those two videos, but it was my phone was starting to go wonky, so I didn't want to ruin this recording.
This is the reason why he deleted his original channel, or I don't know what he did with it, doesn't show, but he did multiple videos and he titled it 429 along with other.
That's a pretty good little strip line that Tooth Fairy probably wrote there for you.
But
That's what gagged you.
that's the level of delusional conspiracy level that's going on there.
Wait till you hear this level of delusion, conspiracy theory. This is great.
And it's across the board, because while they're doing their witch hunt thing, these people, and that was Aaron Cox, who made the statement about the Shungite pyramid orgone thing in the chemtrails.
What?
And he made a statement about blowing planes out of the sky, which he wasn't saying he would do it or anyone would do it. He was just saying that, you know, these things can happen.
There's no way that Shungi has anything to do with Oregon and can blow planes out of the sky. Okay, I don't know where she's getting this. I don't know what type of loving Schoenberger is giving this weirdo, right, for her to be this delusional, but
He's the same one who was involved with setting up the phone videos about blowing things up here along the Texas coast before Fort Nexus blew up. And he's the one who came into one of my screens and said it was a drill.
lady, I thought the drone videos were from Jason Good. That wasn't me. I haven't ever had anything to do with drone videos. The drones. That was Jason Good.
To discuss his lunch for the coming week with Lee Duff. I mean, that's logical. That's logical.
For a character like him. Yeah, right, that's character for a couple of butt buddies. Right, yeah, a couple of butt buddy larpers.
Yeah, they definitely seem to run around together. I don't know how he got hooked up with that, internet racist himself. He's the internet? Yeah, he's an internet racist.
We don't have, what is that, Double Jeopardy, right? But the losers, the low vibers that really think they're doing some blasting on the internet. Yeah. Other types there. Okay, we'll get into that. Oh, yep, they think that I was defending multiple offenders, like Dave Tottashini, when I've heard the name. But you see, it's you guys that need to dig into this stuff, and it's great, good. I mean, I'm really hoping you guys keep the pressure on all the sick bastards, because it takes some low-vibing, idiot, sick bastards to kind of try to want to herd the sexual offenders around on YouTube, right? Say they're not going to really censor or anything. But yeah, this ritual on this strawberry moon, they were just, after the cocks. It's like 3 times in one day, I think, during Saturday. See, this guy starts it off, I think, on Friday. What's up with that right there, huh? Very interesting indeed. Alright, let's see. Oh, yep. Sentinels, Mr. Eric Showfire had to jump up in there. Say my name. Say my name. Yeah. Oh, there's Mr. Veltman. Right, Mr. Veltman. Oh. Get in there, Spitfire. Get you some cock action during your full moon ritual. Yeah, supported him with Mr. Mr. Coulson. We've been waiting for somebody to trigger. Recent activity. Oh yeah, by the sword. You want to put the conspiracy together of that too. Interesting coincidental timing, huh? They look good. They're trying to pin more on the cocks, right? All this nefarious action, people LARPing, and a lot of fake news. I just don't see how all this could make somebody trigger so much to try to hack the cocks, huh? Google, I mean, when you try to do that, you really don't cover your tracks. I just don't see how fragile egos could be so hurt to have to attempt such a feat. The first time that this has happened. There have been other attempts that we've been able to subvert. Interesting. Well, somebody triggered and screwed up. That's what we've been waiting for on the WLRP. Thanks for joining in.
On September 17th, 9/17, that's a number to remember. September 17th, Occupy Wall Street, the people who did that, will lay siege, and that's their words, to the White House. So the organization that lay siege to Wall Street 9 years ago is planning to lay siege to the White House until the election. That is bad, an attempt to overturn democracy, but it's not as bad. So the Adbusters Media Foundation is what they call themselves. Adbusters Media Foundation. They're a Canadian-based non-profit political advocacy organization announced its plan to lay siege to the White House. Siege, those are their words, will begin September 17, 9/17, and continue for 50 days, ending with the U.S. presidential election. On September 17th, and this is a tweet, this is on Twitter, this is their tweet. On September 17, 2020, we will lay siege to the White House for exactly 50 days. We need your wisdom and expertise to pull off a radically democratic tone shift in our politics. This one is at their politics. They're Canadian. Are you ready for hashtag revolution? This is hashtag White House scenes with flames of fire. Flames of fire. Would you not consider that a threat?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Naked Hot Tub Network, and we have a special community awareness release. We're going to show you in a series of videos how a gang stalker in public picks its target. But there's some interesting twist there that this webcam warrior has probably ran out of targets. He ran off the internet, so he gets to go on the ground and pick his targets now within probably his own community. Let's watch as the gang stalker picks its prey.
There's a dude over here in his truck, freaking wearing a mask in his truck. Dude's wearing a mask sitting in his truck. And gloves. Shit up, folks.
See, people like to actually, the gang stalker likes to make fun of its prey before it goes in for the pounce. Instead of helping out, maybe as a warrior on the ground, maybe offer to help the guy for a minute. You know, you're all right. Could you use a little bit of money? Can I make some awareness happen here? No, the guy's too afraid to get out of his truck and actually confront the public as a public figure. Well, on the internet, mainly a webcam warrior. But, yeah, that's how gang stalks work. Gang stalkers work. Thanks for joining in the Naked Hot Tub Network. Everybody have a good day.
Yeah, so here's the key. We cannot reveal publicly the information that we have on some of these channels. We've been collecting it for some time and behind the scenes, but we're not going to release the information just yet. These people can't know that we know about what they've been up to. So that's the key, people. You know, we don't want these people being keyed in to the information that we've already collected at this point, because we've already infiltrated several of the different groups. And if we were to reveal what we have now, they would probably be suspicious of some of the new avatars that have shown up in their circles. And we don't want to do that at this point. So the GDL, a lot of these different newer circles of anti-Zionist YouTube channels, we have the infiltration already in full effect to the point where we're trusted at this point in those circles. So we want to keep the trust going. We do not want them knowing what we have on them at this point.
No. I didn't even know Miss Glittery Stalker's birthday was 4/29 till Urban Disciples said something about it, because Miss Glittery Stalker didn't send me her email. Or I would probably put her full legal name in this title with a bolo, trying to advise people to be on the lookout for a crazy bitch labeling people pedophiles with no evidence or proof. Okay, not showing any proof. Hasn't.
Perverts online.
So far, she's using my video showing the most proof, and there really isn't any proof besides the slander that Miss Glittery Stalkers is doing in this original video. Isn't that great?
That he has also sent and told them to do videos.
Oh, wait a minute.
429, along with other perverts online, that he has also sent and told them to do videos and title them like...
I don't think she's done a video on that yet. She keeps on saying it, right? Just like she could do a video showing like a screen recording or a picture. She can dox my phone number. It's already out there. She can dox a picture of her sending me her ID. She knows how to run little squigglies like this. Okay, she can color on her phone, but she's not, right? She could do little squigglies like, okay, here's my address, here's my birthday, you know, this and this and this. See, here's the phone number, right, of Mr. Cox's phone number that I sent my ID to. She could do that. She could also do a video showing of all these people that I've sent after her.
That. And you could just imagine what they try to do on my birthday. And
just imagine the horrible stuff. I got presents on my birthday. Somebody gave me flowers. Oh, I hate America. Some tele we got going.
The way he says he never asked for my ID when I know he did, and I ended up sending it to him.
See, there you go. Let's go back and get that in full. Okay.
The way he says he never asked for my ID when I know he did, and I ended up sending it to him, which...
Okay. You say you're being stalked by the cops and about to get kidnapped. The way I'm going to do an integrity test on that to see if somebody's maybe LARPing me is if you're real serious and you've got this accent and you're kind of acting like you might be an illegal alien or something like that, right? Or maybe trafficking children yourself with all this projection, okay? You go ahead and you say that you're being stalked by the police. And I say, well, if you're in such danger, why don't you go ahead and click a picture of your ID and go ahead and send it to me, and I'll keep it on file just in case anything happens to you, and we'll send some mean dudes coming to look for you so that you either be found, right? That'll get mean with the police, right? Or get you out of jail. And that's how it kind of works, right? But if you don't want to, see, this is the great thing of America, right? You probably don't realize this, Miss Glittery Stalker. The great thing about America is you can say no. And that's what you did, okay? You're portraying to be a smart woman, right? But you weren't being stalked by the police, right? You weren't felt up by the police, right? And almost kidnapped, right? And we've proven this. So she continuing on to say that I got her ID, I would have already had multiple videos showing court documentation if I did have her name and her actual birthday, right? 429 is enough to actually probably pull some court record, right? But that's how busy I am. I haven't gotten to it yet. I'm not crawled up Miss Glittery Stalker's ass trying to dox her out. I got other things to do, and these accusations are spineless maneuvers which would come from either Tommy Slowburgers or the Tooth Fairy, which Miss Glittery Stalkers did align with Tooth Fairy there for a minute, right? Went to her for help, right? Then what they do is from there they actually have to play fight, right? So Miss Glittery Stalkers went to Tooth Fairy because she was blasting my name. Glittery Stalkers goes to Tooth Fairy, and they probably have some ha-has on a backline somewhere, right? And then what Tooth Fairy had to do was blast Miss Glittery Stalkers so they would look like they're not working together, but in fact it's either someone like Slowburgers or Tooth Fairy telling Miss Glittery Stalkers what to say here. Simple as that. Do I have proof? Yeah, I think I've got a screenshot somewhere where Miss Pretty Monotheism was reaching out to the Tooth Fairy, right? Let's keep going.
I'm always going to regret, but...
Oh, wait a minute.
ID. when I know he did, and I ended up sending it to him.
I know he did.
The way he says he never asked for my ID, when I know he did.
I didn't say, right? I didn't say, you're a dumbass, and I want you to send me your ID. You need to send me your ID. That's not the way it went. It was an integrity test, okay? To go, if you're really gang stalked like you're talking about, and you're a legal citizen, you'd be able to send me your ID, right? To verify all of your story that you're saying, right? And you've got the right to say no. In America, she made it seem like I virtually pinned her hand behind her back and told her to break her ID out of her wallet, right? And you're gonna take a picture of it right now and send it to me. Wasn't the way that went down. It was an integrity test, which she failed.
I ended up sending it to him.
That's why we've got years worth of videos later that she's making. And I'm still retorting it, right? And I think after this, I think I might just release another one. I've been keeping in the old hopper, let's say, for a while, right? In the old background for a while. It's been just sitting there waiting to be released. Made a few years ago. So, yeah, pretty interesting stuff. I think we might just have to release that tonight. Tune in.
Which I'm always going to regret.
No, what you're going to regret is your ego, okay? Getting in the way of reality and needing either clicks and views and making yourself feel better by calling other people pedos when it's been speculated by others, not by myself, that Miss Glittery Stalkers here might be actually a man and has trafficked children herself, and that's the way it goes with these caravans that come across the borders. They have children that are not theirs, that are trafficked, that they are raising, and Miss Glittery Stalkers might just be a man. I mean, the man-hand match does line up, right? You got to look at the man hands, and there's a difference between a male hand and a female hand, a man and woman's hand, okay? And in the nomenclature, if you know what that word is, Miss Pretty Glittery Stalkers. Okay, here we go.
The way that he lies so easily, it just goes to show me that he has done this often.
The way I lie so easily. It would be you lying that said that you sent me your ID, and you didn't. Because you're probably an illegal alien. But this gets even better, you guys. We're not
these
even
white people are all on code when it comes to their pedophilia.
Whoa, racist,
it just
racist alert.
Goes to show me that he has done this often.
No, I haven't ever had somebody LARP it up as much as you did by saying that you were thinking you were going to be kidnapped by the police because they were already stalking and harassing you and felt you up, right? You had to just keep going and keep going with it and keep going with it. Wow, until, you know what? Instead of getting my sympathy card, I says, well, just send me your ID and we'll make sure that nothing happens to you, right? And that didn't happen. So lying this easily and letting these things roll off your tongue, Miss Glittery Stalkers, looks like you're a state actor, and that you may even be getting some type of compensation for what you're doing because of the loop, okay? The 3-point talking loop that Mr. Slowburgers does, right? And I think he's a little pissed off that we still have that on the Quantum LARPbot channel, right? The music and muffins video, right? On the Quantum LARPbot video. You might want to go watch that. Okay.
White people are all on code when it comes to their pedophilic tendencies.
All white people. See the generalization here? All white people are pedophiles talking in code. That's what she just said.
Guy flagged that half-mast. I wonder if it's for that cop that murdered that 15-year-old.
It just goes to show me that he has done this often.
Wow.
And these white people are all on code when it comes to their pedophilic
All these white
tendencies.
people are on code. She's making it sound like every white person is racist and a pedophile, right? All these white people are talking in code.
They'll protect and cover their own pedophilic folks that they get along with because they know they go after Hispanic and melanin.
Whoa, okay, actually, when it comes down to pedophiles, I wish they would be castrated and shot on sight. Just like that pedophile that got shot by that kid in Kenosha named Kyle, right? Nobody wants to talk about that pedophile was supposed to be black, right? All of this projection the other way, right? All of these white people are pedophiles while a innocent victim that was black in Kenosha got shot by Kyle Rittenhouse. See the reverse here? Let's keep going.
Native people, and he calls me an illegal or a known commie. So because I know that I'm an original native to these lands.
In other words, she's an illegal.
But your government calls me illegal, and I'm gonna say your white supremacist government.
Wow. You mean the white supremacist government that you called to report Mr. Cox as being a racist and a pedo? Let's do this again. Let's hear that again. Okay, real quick.
Native to these lands, but your government calls me illegal, and I'm gonna say
right. And here's the thing: is I told you at the beginning of this video, my mother legally immigrated to this country. That's how it works. That's how it's supposed to work anyway. Not illegals come in and they get $500,000, right, to set up shop and help fund ISIS and other, MS-13 groups and so forth, right? Is that maybe who you're working for, Miss Glittery Stalkers? Some MS-13 action where you're actually a man and you've trafficked the kids that you're with, right? Let's keep going here.
White supremacist government.
That she called to get help against a white supremacist, apparent, hypothetically white supremacist pedophile, right? Okay, all right.
Label me as, you think I actually believe it? I see you more as an illegal. But of course, we're
me more as an illegal, even though my mother immigrated here with babies, and then I was born here in the United States. Interesting, huh? Okay. I'm more of an illegal than she is. That's pretty racist.
Never going to agree on that because you have a demonic state of mind, and whereas I don't.
There you go. Right there. Okay, I have a demonic state of mind. When I was the one trying to help her out, right? She was the one that was having some troubles, okay? And she needed people to talk to on the phone and so forth, right? And her most holy high is definitely Loooserfers. The people that can't say God and Jesus are usually the ones that are bowing to Loooserfers, okay? Like the not so crazy lady. I got a video we could release on that about the witchcraft and the admitting of witchcraft. But it's the Yeshua. See, Satanists or Loooserferians, right? That don't want to admit that they're bowing to the wrong higher power, right? And actually made a deal with the devil, but they don't really maybe know they made a deal with the devil, but that's their most holy high, right? Those are the ones, Loooserferians, that have no idea they've been tricked. That's what I'm trying to tell her, right? Subliminally, in a sense, praying for her that she gets out and away from her demonic oppression, which is telling her to call the majority of white people racist and pedophiles, right? So that would be some demonic demeanor oppression where you need deliverance, Miss Glittery Stalkers. When you walk out of your home and you're walking down the street and every white person that you see, you look down upon them as being a possible pedophile. That, my friends, is demonic oppression. Let's keep going.
Here's the thing. I don't know
Okay.
I thought they were doing just fine, huh?
I think we've done enough in this video. I'll be releasing another video today. Alright, we're gonna have some fun with. Might have to edit it because it got blocked the first time around. And that's what I've been doing. Pulling out some older shows from 2018 and 2019 that were auto-blocked, right? For 30-second clips out of hours of video, right? 30-second clip, boom, down, right? Boy, oh boy, I wonder if that's from influencers striking my channel to make me go away, to try to get me to go away, right? Discouraging, that's what they do, is try to make you become discouraged by your channel getting struck, taking the wind out of your sails, of your creative wind out of your sails, right? So you go away. That's what this is all about. Operation Vigilant Eagle, using illegals, right? That might not have, I mean, the only recourse for what Miss Glittery Stalkers could be doing is probably being deported, right? I wonder, you know what, for the feds that are gonna be watching this, right, and the law enforcement, I wonder if you guys have given a DNA test to her children to make sure Miss Glittery Stalkers is in fact not a man, and she has not trafficked those children from across the border to look like her own so they get citizenship. Isn't that a great plan? Isn't that a great plan? Now, her ex-husband, I don't know anything about, or her husband, or whoever he is, she just was telling me on the phone he wasn't very nice to her. So he's probably a racist white man that married a Hispanic melanated woman so he could have a slave to cook for him and clean for him and rub the boils and rub the boils on his head. Look, let's just put it that way, right? And yeah. He's probably, and that's why Miss Glittery Stalkers is projecting so bad. So once again, to the law enforcement that's going to be watching this, you might want to give a DNA test to those little ones that she's got. They're probably not hers, and that's probably a man. You could probably have her come in, right, to the police station. This is what they're going to do, right down to the police station. Have her come into the police station and watch her on the camera, right, when she goes to the bathroom, and see which bathroom she really goes into. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Right. Okay, you'll be able to watch her on the cameras. Okay, everybody, thanks for checking it out. The Saturday morning Tub Troll show, where we blast Miss Glittery Stalkers for only the a few times. It's the few times that we've actually blasted back at her. No, there aren't any 429 videos that were ever titled on my main channel, in fact. Okay. All right. Thanks for checking this out. Everybody have a blessed day. Peace out. Much love. Have a great rest of your weekend.
While they're talking about all their marijuana pot crap, a whole bunch of them, there's people in chat complaining about how smoking pot is illegal in Indiana. That part's funny. But it went on and on and on. And it's like, wow. And nothing but a drug dealing string.
You all are trying to make it into something it isn't.
Oh, wait, babe. He's not the one that had him come stay at his house that time, is it? Okay, sure.
Well, hey, good morning there. Happy Saturday. 31st of October, 2020. Boy, oh boy, did I get a nice surprise waking up to this morning. Just great. It means Loooserfers minions, or perhaps a state actor, influencer, triggered last night and took down the Axiom Probe channel. Well, that's interesting, because it would have to probably be more than one person to do that, which would make a group effort, which would make a conspiracy, because a channel coming down without any warnings. See, like this channel, the main channel right there, got a warning for community guideline strike. Huh. So see, that channel, the main channel's up and it's got a warning, and this one comes down with no warning. That might be a consorted effort, right? Consorted. Oh man, see, and all I'm trying to do is help people kind of unprogram, deprogram, right? That's all we're trying to do here with the frequencies, right? Just trying to play with my crystals and my frequencies. Well, crystals, it's just shungite. It's actually one of the only carbon minerals that conducts electricity if you want to get it right. But anyway, and if I keep going this way, if I keep going that way, somebody's in trouble. Anyway. Yeah, and just for showing this, he's already got a warning. Let's take it down. Yeah. Communism in this country is alive and thriving, and the programming is working well. Everybody have a good Saturday. Peace out.
Or would be able to retrieve it. It sounds super spacey, but this world is so dumbed down. And then all this knowledge, all this wisdom is occulted. But all this stuff needs to be heard and talked about. That's why I was talking about yesterday, like this whole psychosis of reality is completely 180 from all these people that are running around acting like goddamn psychopath radioactive communists. And they wanted to say to me for a long time that like I somehow had like mental disability, or I had psychosis, when in reality these people have psychosis. They are some people that are running around acting like goddamn psychopath radioactive communists. And they wanted to say to me for a long time that like I somehow had like mental disability, or I had psychosis, when in reality these people have psychosis. They are so out of touch with reality because their reality is only confined within the four walls and under the umbrella that they work under and under whoever's giving them a paycheck. They're dense. They're very dense. So why do we have these people running society? Because they've murdered off. And we've reincarnated obviously like into normal society, but they murdered off the true royalty. People that were loving, resourceful, like protect society. Women, had a lot of intuition, and the men had a lot of action. This is like how society was conducted.
Merrick, do you support the Fed Boys, aka Proud Boys? And what's that to you, fellow mine, who I support? Merrick, don't be booting nobody out tonight. Get him unhidden. Don't be booting nobody. I don't really know the Proud Boys, but I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm glad that they were out there kicking the hell out of Antifa's ass, because Antifa has done enough damage with their shit, and that's where I stand with that. But who the fuck cares? Why do you care about my opinion? What's it for you? I don't even know you, fella man. Wow, ain't that something? You graced me with your presence. Thank you, sweetheart.